Okay. I need to look some stuff up here. Because I need to see if the thing that I have in my head is going to work for this character. So give me one moment. Okay, what do we need for this? 8 strength, 15 dex, 11 arcane. 8 strength, 15 dex, 11 arcane. What does this guy have? 12 strength, 15 dex, 8 arcane. Meanwhile, this guy has 9 strength, 13 dex, 14 arcane. So wait, I need to do some math here. We need 15 dex, so that's 2 points into dex if we want to use it as a bandit. And that's a lot more points into arcane if we want to use it as a samurai. But the samurai gets a slightly better bow. Oh gosh, Vigor 12, Vigor 10. Let me think here. Let me think here. Because this guy has 9 arcane, and let's see, we only need 11. So that's 3 levels, and then we could do it. The prisoner is low-key kind of stacked when it comes to stats. I'm gonna do shoot. I'm gonna do bandit start. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. All right. What should our name be? How about Lou Fletch? How about that? You know, like like a little pun, like a little pun on what we're doing with the bow. I'm gonna take Lands Between Rune because I need to buy stuff. And let's see. Hmm. Draconian's always fun. Nightfolk is cool, though. Let's do Nightfolk. PB. What am I looking forward to this year? I'm really looking forward to Monster Hunter Wilds. I have not really played Monster Hunter games before, but I got to check out the network test for that one, and it was super fun. And I think I'm going to play it on PC because I'm building a PC right now. And I have a couple of friends who are super into it as well, so they've been kind of getting me hyped for it. So that one I'm definitely looking forward to. What else? I mean, Night Rain, obviously. Definitely looking forward to Night Rain. It's just going to be interesting. Because, like, I have no idea what it's even going to play like or what I could even compare it to. So Night Rain, Monster Hunter Wilds. The year is just kind of stacked with a lot of interesting stuff that's coming out. But I actually am looking forward to playing more like indie games and maybe doing some older stuff on PC once I get my PC built. Because there's just some older PC games that I've never really gotten a chance to really check out and do streams of. Like I'm playing New Vegas right now, but my current PC just can't really stream and play that at the same time. So yeah, I'm just gonna check out a bunch of random stuff this year, try and broaden my horizons a little bit. Let's see if we can get a better face for this person. Let's see. Not that it really matters, because it's gonna be covered most of the time. Let's see. Oh, Lunacid. I was actually just thinking about Lunacid the other day. I like that face. That works. Yeah, Lunacid looks really fun. I think that would be a fun one to check out. It's just so much easier to stream stuff on PC. Okay. Here we go. I haven't played this game with the music on in so long that I forget like how good the music is, you know? We'll watch the intro cinematic. Why not? It's a really nice intro.
The great Elden Ring was shattered. In our home, across the fog.
The art in this intro really pops like on a nice screen. Like if you're actually looking at it on like a decent monitor. Very, very high quality, cool, like illustrations. And the first time I played this, I was like, oh, it's kind of a bummer that it's not like a full, you know, like CG like opening. But I actually, now I've sort of come around to liking the illustrations more, just because they kind of feel iconic, you know?
Was first to perish. Soon, Marika's offspring, demigods all, claimed the shards.
Look at the absolute Chad Margit just taking down Radon in his prime.
The mad taint of their newfound strength.
The mad taint.
Triggered the shattering.
And there's so much stuff in here too that like it only really makes more sense after the DLC, you know?
From which no lord arose.
Like the whole serpent thing with Rykard is so much more interesting now that we know who Messmer is and kind of what his deal is. Very disappointed by the Mikola story. Yeah, I think I thought it was interesting the first time I played it. And I'm not really sure how to feel about how they resolved that plot line, because it was such a huge thing for so long, you know? Like, what is Mikola doing? Where is Mikola? Was kind of the prime question that people had. And I feel like it was okay. I sort of wish that they hadn't brought back Radon. I wish that they would have done more with, like, Saint Trina. Because that, to me, was the more interesting part. Because that's a huge theme of Elden Ring, right? Is these dual identities that people have. You know, Marika and Radagon. Especially all the Empyreans. You know, Mikkel and Saint Trina. There's... I'm sorry, this guy cracks me up in the intro every time. He just gets so hype. But that theme of two people inhabiting a single body as like a sign of divinity is interesting. And so I kind of wish that at the end it wouldn't have just been like, oh, you find Saint Trina kind of at the bottom of this big chasm, you know, and that's that. And I know there's stuff that like Tialier's quest kind of ties into it, but yeah, it felt like that was they sort of left that plot thread by the wayside. But I do think that Mikola as a character is still really interesting because his I feel like another big theme of the game is like, should people have free will, and like what's the price of free will, you know? Okay, first things first, we got to get rid of this great knife. No more great knife. This is a bow only run. Let's go. But yeah, it's like, well, you can see kind of through your playthrough what people do with free will, and for the most part, the game does not have a very sunny view, or very optimistic view of what people do when they have free will and choice. It's mostly like, oh, they do bad stuff, and they kind of mess the world up. I'm gonna have to get used to these controls again. I haven't played a Souls game in probably like 2 or 3 months. I have been totally just been doing other things, and so now I can't really even remember how the controls work. Okay, let's go get stomped by Grafted Scion. And so Mikola's response to that is like, well, what if I just took away everyone's free will? Like, so he is a tyrant, basically, who is robbing people of their agency, but in a way that they don't know that is what's happening to them. Because like all the people who have sort of fallen under his little enchantment thingy, like they love Mikola and are like wholly devoted to Mikola and would do anything for Mikola. And so if you have an entire society of people like that, then there's not going to be any conflict. And that's, I think, something is that a lot of the Souls games, when you like look into kind of the background story that they're working with, it's this idea that like conflict is inevitable, you know? And it's almost more dangerous to try and prevent it in the first place, or to say like, I'm going to make sure that no one ever has conflict again, or this whole world is free of conflict, brings about like stagnation and decay, and it kind of robs people of their identity. So it's like a bargain that you have to make. Like if you want freedom, and if you want the ability for people to like make choices for themselves, you have to accept that brings conflict, and sometimes like really like violent, nasty conflict. But that's the price of like free will. And so I like that that's a big thing for a video game to tackle. And I think they do it really well in not sort of saying like one option or the other is better, but just kind of being like, hey, this is what we're working with, you know? Because that's kind of what the real world is like anyways, too. What's up, jerk?
Oh, yes. Tarnished, are we? Come to the lands between for the Elden Ring? Hmm? Of course you have. No shame in it. Unfortunately for you, however, you are maidenless. Without guidance, without the strength of runes, and without an invitation, to the round table hold, you are fated, it seems, to die in obscurity.
Well, I didn't like the Bickle plot. I really liked everything else, especially the new lore with the ancient dragons, revelations about Meter. Yeah, all the rest of that stuff was super interesting too. The stuff with Meter especially was like pretty huge compared to how the base game treats the Greater Will and the Two Fingers, to basically just say like, yeah, they're frauds. Like, the thing that used to rule the universe is gone. It's like it's not here anymore. Is another one of those big aha moments where you're like, oh, it's just we're at a point now where people need to make decisions about the future of the world instead of leaving it up to some sort of like divine power. And I think that's really interesting. Azul, what's up? It is a total black pill. It is an absolute like bummer realization, but it is really interesting. And one of my predictions was that we were going to be able to like fight a Two Fingers in the DLC, and I kind of was vindicated in that. Not necessarily, but the fight with Meter is, I guess, close enough. Okay, so my thoughts here. These are my thoughts for this run. I've never done a bow only run. We need to get a crafting kit so that we can make arrows. And I would also like to get the serpent bow early on and find a way to get some runes to buy serpent arrows. Or at least like make poison arrows. I think that would be nice. Because the bows can do good status buildup, but their damage is not great. Hello, Kale. So, I can't even remember. I know he sells a crafting kit. But what are the cookbooks? Expands crafting repertoire. Okay, that's the one we want. Bone arrows. That's it. 300. So we need 800 total. And I think we can get that with the Lands Between Room. Yes, we can. Easily. Look at that. Look at us go.
What is it?
We'll buy this. You ever wonder why I've never done a bow only run? 'Cause it's difficult. And because I think bows never really interested me as far as like invasions went. I'm not really planning on turning this into an invasion character. This is just like a playing through the story kind of thing with a bow. I might try and do invasions with it, but I'm kind of at this point, I'm not trying to like min-max a character and like really make them like as perfect as I can for invasions. I'm just kind of, you know, playing the game. Okay, and then we can level up a little bit, and I think I keep trying to hit the left like stick to run because I've been playing Skyrim recently, and that's how I've set it up in that game. Okay. So what do we want to do here? Oh, I can't level up. See, this is how long it's been since I have played this game. I'm gonna upgrade my short bow, though. This is what we're gonna do. Thank you for reminding me, Azul. Strength and armor. Oh, we don't even have... Does he sell these?
Wait, well, you're back.
He doesn't even sell... Oh my gosh, okay. We're just gonna go this way. And we're gonna take on our first enemy, which is this guy. Okay, we're doing 35 damage an arrow, which is not bad. Ooh, 55 for a headshot. Ooh. There we go. Okay. It's not terrible. It is not terrible. And then our Ash of War is like we have to hold down this and then this? No. We have to hold down this and then this. Okay, it's not bad, you know? It's not the worst. It could be worse. I would really love some status effect arrows, though. And I just need to be able to, like, make my own arrows. Like, how does that work? We want fletched... Oh, we can just make arrows with bones. Beast bones. Yeah, I don't want to buy arrows. Okay. I need to be hunting beasts. There we go. Pillage corpse. I also have never really used a lot of the crafting in this game. Oh, we need 3 thin beast bones. Okay. Well then, yeah, let's just find some animals. This is Elden Ring Cabela's Big Game Hunter Edition. We're just gonna run around and attack animals. There we go. Thin beast bones. Okay, now we can craft arrows. That is nice. That actually is pretty nice. Alright. Daniel, yeah, it's Far Cry. Yeah, you know, with PB with Halo, I haven't played Halo in so long, but that was one of the very first, like, video games that I really loved, was the Halo series. You know? Like, Halo 2, LAN parties, Halo 2, like, online multiplayer and things like that. Like, that was my jam. I loved that stuff. And I haven't played Halo in so long. I think 3 was, like, the last one that I really played. And I know there have been other ones, but I just never really got into them. But I heard that they were doing something with, like, just, like, putting Halo on everything soon, where it's like, you know, screw it. You have a PS5, you can play Halo, you know? Like, why not? Let's go crazy with it. But I don't know if that is true, or if that is just a rumor. There we go. Okay, we have 30 bone arrows. Stop running around. You didn't even give me anything. Cheapskate. Rude. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it's just a rumor and it kind of never goes farther than that, but who knows? Yeah, I mean, with Microsoft, it's you never know exactly if they're gonna pull it off, and a lot of times they don't. I don't know if people know this, but I got super duper into Destiny. I was playing Destiny 2 like in the fall, like crazy addicted to it. Oh, these things have no range. Okay. Just having a great time, and then I don't know what it was, but all of a sudden I was like, I'm not into Destiny 2 anymore. And I think it was like the minute that I actually got a build together, I completely lost interest in the game. Where I was like, oh, okay, I have a build that can actually run like raids and stuff like that. And then I was like, all right, I don't want to do anything anymore. Like, I'm just not interested. And I know that's not Microsoft, it's Bungie, but Bungie has had some real issues this year as well. And it's weird because it's like I was like addicted to it, like really, really enjoying playing Destiny 2. But it was like, well, I don't know. I don't even know if I was enjoying it. I just like felt compelled to play it. And that's something that I've felt with a few games this past year where it's like, I don't know if I'm actually having fun playing this game, but I feel like I have to play it. You know? Like, I can't put it down, but not because like, oh, it's so compelling, it's such a good game. It's like, it just feels like a job that I have to do. And for a while, that's sort of what like Invasions felt like too, because I was putting out like a, video every week. Oh my god. What did... There it is. I was putting out like a video every week doing Invasions, and at one point I was just like, I don't know if I actually like doing Invasions anymore. I'm kind of just doing it because like, I feel like I have to. So I stopped and I was doing other things. But I don't know. Now we're back, and I'm not really planning on like doing Invasions with this, but we can make some fletched bone arrow. I'm just gonna make normal bone arrows and just get a fat stack of these. Also, I'm realizing I have never seen this catacomb before. Like, I legitimately didn't know that this was here, and I don't know what's inside of here. So I'm gonna grab the little Grace in here, and then we'll come check it out later after I can actually level up. What is this? I've played this game for 400 hours, and I've never seen this catacomb. That's insane. What does this guy have to say? A proper death means returning to the Erd Tree. Have patience until the time comes and the roots call to you. God, that's so interesting. Yeah, there's shit in here that I've never seen. 400 hours in the game. Never seen it. Crazy. Miyazaki, you've done it again. Yeah, the channel has been, I think the past couple of months, I've been trying out new types of videos, and like really enjoying making more like scripted stuff. So like the Dark Souls Bible video that I did was really fun, and people seemed to like that one. The most recent one that I did about like it was about like Disco Elysium and Cyberpunk and all this kind of stuff. It was cool. Like I enjoyed doing that rather than just putting out like, here's another like invasion build, you know? There we go. So yeah, I think kind of a more like video essay direction is what I'm planning on doing. But I mean, they're gonna put out another Souls game, you know? Like Night Rain is not the next Souls game. It's like a weird little experiment that they're doing. But they're gonna put out another Souls game probably within the next like couple years. I would guess probably 2026 is when we're gonna see like the next big like Miyazaki directed Souls title, you know? And when that comes out, it almost certainly will have invasions and PvP. And so I will, for sure, be doing invasions in that one, just because I love these games and I love doing invasions. But I feel like I've kind of done everything that I want to do with invasions in Elden Ring. You know, like the DLCs come out, we've kind of explored all our various options and things that we can do in the game. And so now it's time to like try other stuff and check out other things. Warframe Souls. You know what? I had a dream the other night that we were getting a licensed Redwall game, you know, like the books Redwall with like the talking animals and all that stuff. And it was going to be made by From Software. And I lost my mind because I was like, that would be the coolest thing in the entire world. And obviously that would never happen because I don't think that Brian Jacques' estate would necessarily want to turn Redwall into like a dark, like grim dark fantasy kind of thing, like what From Software does. But I think something with like animals would be sick. Or just, you know, I don't know. I want Redwall stuff. I loved those books when I was a kid. They are very, very cool.
Shall I turn, let my hand share
Okay,
with
we gotta level up. We need
your thoughts.
15 decks, so let's just get that out of the way.
The principles
And then
would follow.
I think we have everything that we need, right? 8 strength, 15 dex, 11 arcane. Yes. So then we can do another point into health. I guess. Yeah. That works. Okay. Yay. Alright, now we need to figure some stuff out here. So we're going to switch this to the steed whistle. We're going to switch this to that flask. We're going to switch this to that flask. And we're going to go get our other thing. Okay. I know that's vague. We're going to go get our flask. Our physic flask. That's the next thing that we're doing. But we're going to wait until morning, you know? Ooh, the developer of Lies of P is making a Wizard of Oz Souls. Okay. Lies of P is another game that is absolutely in my backlog, that at some point we will do like a playthrough streaming on this channel. I just haven't found the time to like get to it yet. But when that demo came out, I was so impressed. Like, I thought that demo was so cool. Because when it first came out, it's like, oh, it's a grim, dark Pinocchio themed Souls game. I was like, this is a shitpost. Like, this is a joke that someone on like Twitter would make about Souls games. Like, there's no way this is real, and there's no way it's going to be good. And then I played that demo, and I was like, oh, this is really, really fun and interesting. And it was very challenging, and it felt really responsive and like snappy, and the controls felt really nice. It just felt like polished. Like, people who kind of knew what they were doing were in charge. So I was like, okay, I like that. And then I just never kind of found the time to pick it up. But it's definitely on my list of things that I want to check out at some point. Okay, I know there is a smithing stone here. Yes. I still have my mojo. Yeah, PB, that's what I've heard, is there are some people who are saying, like, this is giving FromSoft kind of a run for their money in their own formula. And I heard people say the story was actually really good, which was surprising to me, because I was like, I'm not really like a game needs to have an amazing story for me to play it. Like, I'll play a game that has no story, or like a trash story, if the gameplay is good, or if it's just entertaining, you know? But I always do appreciate it when people put in the effort to have like good writing and stuff, and like an interesting story in their games. Like, I was over winter break, I was playing a lot of Zenless Zone Zero, and that game does not really have what you could call a good story. It has other things that are fun about it, but the story is not necessarily the reason that people play it. And it's like, yeah, I'm fine with that. You know, we're not writing the great American novel here. It's a free to play gacha game. Like, I'm not expecting greatness here. But that's another one of those games where, yeah, it was like, am I having fun? Like, am I enjoying this? Is this fun? Or do I just sort of feel like I have a checklist of stuff I have to do? Yeah, PB, that's one way of putting it. I actually was surprised by how much I liked the combat system in Zenless. Like, it was cool and it was interesting. You got jump scared by the face reveal? I'm so sorry. I know. That's not something that I only did it because I felt like my intro would be like weird if I filmed it any other way. If it was just like random gameplay shots and stuff, you know? So I was like, all right, you know what? If I have to show my face for a minute, it's all good. We'll be okay. We'll make it through it together. Yep, that is, I mean, Howdy, that's what most people see. That's what most people see, and I I wouldn't fault them for it, because that is the main selling point of the game. But combat is actually pretty interesting and fun. But there's just it's kind of a problem that those games have, where it's like there's just too much to do, you know? Like there's just too much stuff in the game. There's so many menus that you have to navigate. There's so much like different types of like currency and things that you can spend it on and different ways to earn it, and it's like it's so confusing. And I eventually got to a point where I kind of felt like I had a handle on it, where like I knew what I was doing and I had a game plan. But then after that, it just sort of felt like a time sink, you know, where I was like, okay, like I get how to play this game now, but do I actually want to be like spending my time on it? That's kind of a different question entirely. All right, we'll do that. And we have a Wondrous Physic. Yay! Doesn't really do anything. But we got it. Okay, so now we can assign that to there. Alright. I picked up this habit from doing invasions of like having all of my stuff on like the quick menu for like restoring health and things like that. I actually need to switch these. This one should be red. That one should be blue. Okay. That is the question. That is, it's like Shakespeare. It's like poetry. It rhymes. Alright. Come on. Give me your bones. Give me your bones. Yeah, I can't, I can never have, like, my like, flask on anything other than the quick menu now, just because I'm so used to it. More arrows. Let's go. Oh my god. Dodge roll. Oh, dodge roll. I don't want to fight you, man. I don't want to fight you. Okay. I feel like there's an Ash of War, ooh. I feel like there's an Ash of War down in the Weeping Peninsula, too. And so I think we're going to head in that direction. Putting dodge to X. Yeah, I still have dodge on circle for me, because I'm playing on PS5. Because that's just sort of where it feels like most comfortable for me. Howdy, with this character, we're just doing kind of like a lore playthrough, like PvE kind of stuff. I think eventually, maybe at some point, I might do invasions with them, but not currently, because I'm just trying to like wander around and see, you know, what can I actually do? What can I actually do with this character? And plus, I don't want to have to go all the way through like Vare's quest line and all that jazz right now. So we're just chilling. But maybe in the future, yeah. This is an important thing, but I can't remember what it is. That's what it is. Okay. I know I always go there for it, whatever it is, but I forgot what it was. All right, Weeping Peninsula. Here we come. And then we should probably just go get the Serpent Bow afterwards, because I think it's just a straight up like upgrade from this one. And then it also would be nice to figure out how to make poison arrows, because I actually don't know how to do that either. Oop, there we go. Look at that jump. Look at those acrobatics. You know what I've been really wanting to play recently? Yeah, it's a bow-only run, howdy. Just bow. Serpent Bow is a slower long bow. That is correct, but it does crazy poison buildup if you use the serpent arrows. So you do have to invest in it. It's kind of a trade-off, you know? But longbow might, I don't know. maybe longbow's a better option for me. But you can get the longbow at the Round Table Hold, I think. So maybe we'll just do that. Maybe we'll just kind of go down here and get some golden seeds and such. Oh, the Saints Bridge vendor before Boatman 1. Another smithing stone, a stone sword key. Look at that. I'm so good at that bridge now. It's crazy. Because the thing about bows in Elden Ring is that their damage is not great, but you can do a lot of status buildup with them, which is very nice. And I think Heavy Shot is over here. Don't quote me on that, but I believe there's a little scarab beetle thing. Mighty Shot, yeah. Alright, howdy, peace out. Thanks for dropping by. I think this is Mighty Shot here. I can't remember, but I think that's the one that's right up here. So we're gonna try and snag this one. There it is. All right. Because that'll increase our damage per arrow, which I think is kind of the main concern right now. All right, let's grab. There's a golden seed up here. And a map piece that we can get. So that'll be super easy. Yeah, longbow, I don't know. Maybe longbow is our best option here. Depending on, like, damage and such. That might be the case. I'm not even gonna try, Azul. I'm not even gonna try to take him on. That's not what we're doing. There we go. We got the Weeping Peninsula. Okay. There we go. Yeah, let's just go. We can go unlock Bernal, because he sells Ashes of War. I don't know if he sells anything relevant to us, but we might as well take a little trip up there and visit him, and then we can go check out some other stuff. Give me those beast bones. Let's go. Need one more. I feel like I'm just barely staying at around like 30 arrows no matter what I do. I want more. Give me more. But this is also interesting because I've never really had a reason to like hunt the animals, you know, in this game. Like I don't really craft stuff. Get quick step and then go to the abandoned cave. Yeah, that's probably the easiest way to do it. I'm gonna try and get one of these dudes to attack me. Hey. Come. Oh, okay, they're all coming after me now. There it is. Oh no. I just want, just give me your rocks. Just give me your rocks. Give them to me. There we go. Ooh, Serpent Bow is somber. You can get it to +4 from EG. Oh, that's a good point. Okay, I'm kind of leaning towards Serpent Bow now because we can poison things and cheese them. Whoa! Oh my god. Dang, that was crazy. Okay, First time we've had to use a flask. Look at that. Alright, let's reset these bad boys. I know, getting knocked off your horse in midair is always funny, because you kind of do like a Looney Tunes thing, where you're like in the air, just like flailing around for a second before you fall.
Not seen you. Name's Bernard. Let me ask, are you here? Does your faith, despite
My faith does not hold firm, Bernal. I'm a bandit.
but there's nothing wrong with any interest in all I know. Now's the time.
All I know is the sword. Okay, what does he have? He does not really have anything relevant. Warcry. Okay, here's the question. Warcry increases attack power. This is a bow-only run. Are we allowed to put Warcry on a dagger? Is it like the only damage can come from bows? Or is it like the only weapon we're allowed to use is a bow? I'm gonna say I make the rules. It's me. It's my stream. I make the rules. I'm gonna say Warcry is okay. We can use Ashes of War on other weapons, but the only damage that we can do comes from bows. So let's do that. 5 virtual strength to the weapon that you're holding. We'll just use all of them. Alright, so that's enough to buy Warcry.
There you are.
Golden Vow, Ash of War. Where can I find Golden Vow? Is that one that I can buy, or do you just, like, find it in the game? Let me see. Ash of War, Golden Vow, increases... Oh, dropped by a mounted Godric Knight when he's defeated on the east side of the Limgrave Colosseum. Oh, so he's close by. Okay. I don't know if we have...
Not floating your boat, eh?
30 arrows should do it. 30 arrows should do it. Let's do it. So he's on Mounted Knight on the east side of the Colosseum. So that would be over here. Let's go get it. Thank you, Azul. I might need the Serpent Bow first. Like he won't spawn. Oh, or just to do enough damage. Let's we'll give it a little test. And here's some little guys that we can attack. Get back here. Get back here. Oh my gosh, these arrows have no range. It's crazy. Okay. Too weak with only 30 arrows. Let's just try and like farm some more, I guess. Okay. Now we got 36. And a bunch of wolves chasing us. Oh, here's a guy though. Let's just see if we can like... Oh, there he is. I have never hunted anything with a bow, but I have shot a hunting bow before, and it's pretty fun. I wasn't terrible at it. Okay, 35 arrows. Here we go. Oh, that should be fine. We just need to, like, not miss like I just missed those two. Or those three. Oh my god. Okay, I just missed everything. Oh my god. There we go, okay. This is crazy, dude. Oh my god. How are these missing? How are these missing? I am right next to this man. There we go. Okay, I think we can do it if we just don't miss. Like that. Oh, Lord. There we go. 8 arrows. Can we do it? I don't know. I don't think so. Oh, he's stuck. Okay. This is perfect. We can just try and hit headshots. Oh, he's so close. He's so close. Oh no! Okay, we gotta run. Alright. So we can do it with this bow. We just need... Shoot, how do I get more arrows now? Because I don't even have arrows that I can use to craft... That I can use to kill animals to craft arrows. Wait. Abort the mission. It's doable, though. It's very doable. I just need to, I have some money. Do I have any other types of arrows? I do not. I have money, so I could buy some arrows. I can't remember if Kale sells arrows. Let's see if he does.
This way, tarnished.
Oh!
May I have a word?
It's Ronnie. What's up, Ronnie?
A pleasure to meet. I am the witch. I'd heard and upon look the talk thou art to call forth.
I love what she says when you're like, no, I can't do it.
Trifle not with me, tarnished.
She's like, don't fucking lie to me.
Thou mean the name of the spectral steed thou... I will ask thou art possessed.
She's like, I'm gonna ask you one more time, and don't lie to me. Yeah, I can do it.
I was entrusted by torrents. Tis a bell summon them where the spirits will. Now it is thy. Forgive mine. I doubt we shall. How long will it be for the tarnish?
All right, see ya. Okay. Do you sell arrows?
Well, you're back.
Yes, he does. I'm just gonna buy a bunch.
Goodbye.
And we're gonna go back and we're gonna do it right this time. Okay. So we have basically twice as many arrows as we did last time. We can make this work. This should not be too hard. If we can sneak up on him and get a little sneaky headshot in first, maybe that'll help things. Let's see. Oh, you're right. Mighty Shot would be way better for this fight. Okay. I forgot that I had that. Because then we can really kind of save our stuff. Oh, I don't even have the whetstone. I need to go get that first at the gate front. Okay, there's multiple steps that we must go through. Okay, let's go get the whetstone. Alright, we'll go in here. There we go. Alright, a surprise headshot with Mighty Shot will definitely help us out more. There we go. I forget what these Erdleaf flowers are used for, but I feel compelled to collect them. You know? Like, I know they're something useful, but I can't remember what exactly they're for. Like a bolus, maybe? Maybe they're for some kind of bolus? I don't know. But I always know that, like, I need them when I'm trying to craft stuff, and it's like, shoot. Oh, finger remedies, that's the thing. Well, then I probably don't really need them. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Stop moving around. Ooh, that's nice. Ooh, yeah. There is a little, quick roll attack. Worth it. Don't kill me. Oh, God. Oh, no. Okay, don't choke. Don't choke, Info. Don't choke. There it is. Beautiful. Alright. We did it. I wish you could get on the horses afterwards. You know? Wouldn't that be nice? Like, come here. Okay. We have our combo. We have Mighty Shot. We have Golden Vow. This is gonna... We can make something happen here, you know? I just need more thin beast bones. See if we can hunt something down here. Oh. Oh yeah, if you jump, you let it off faster. Okay. Am I allowing crossbows too? I don't know. I think maybe. I think possibly. That could give us a lot of different, like, types of things that we could do. We could apply, yeah, pulley bow, hand ballista. There's a lot of different options when it comes to, like, ranged damage, which is kind of nice. Right now, I just need thin beast bones, though. I feel like there's a lot of things around here that'll give me that. Not you. Ooh. That's good. Got 2. There's another one. Oh. Didn't mean to do that. But we like that. Oh, that's kind of nice. Like the jump off of Torrent into the thing, into the quick attack. Okay. We got 40. We got some runes here. I need a dagger. Like just a dagger, just a plain old dagger. Oh. I forgot that I had one. Okay. So we will put that here, and then let's put Golden Vow on it. Okay, Ashes of War, Great Knife, Golden Vow, Standard, doesn't really matter. Oh, there we go. Okay, so current damage 116, but if we swap, we Golden Vow, swap back, we are looking at 130. So not the craziest buff in the world, but it's kind of the best thing that we can get right now. And I think it also boosts our defense as well. Arrow's Reach. Yes, that is the next thing that we need. Okay. And yeah, the buff scales, which is nice. Arrow's Reach. Or Arrow's Sting Talisman. Raises our attack power by 10%. We should probably get both of them, but since we only have one slot right now... let me see. Arrow's Reach. I always pick this one up, but I can never remember where I find it. Where is it? Stormhill Shack... Stormhill Everjail. Oh, so that's super close by. Let's just go get that, I guess, for now. And there's also... Let's see. That's true. Yeah, we're missing a lot of these shots just because we can't, like, actually hit them. So this will hopefully help us be a little bit more efficient with our use. Ooh, another smithing... 3 smithing stone ones. Was that always there? I'm finding new things with this game every day, I feel like. You know? Like, I did not know that there's just 3 free things right there that you can just grab. Talismans. Okay, let's get this. Golden seeds are very important because we're pretty squishy as of right now. I'll grab this. No, 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 no. The moon crossbow with infinite arrows. That is an interesting proposition. Alright, I just need to get to the... I want to get to the round table hold. That's what I really want to get to. Another stone sword key. Let's talk to our friend here.
Willing to make me a chrysalis. Everyone's been grafted. Everyone who came with me. They crossed the sea for me. They fought for me. Only to have their arms taken. Their legs taken. Even their heads taken.
Her little speech here reminds me of, I can't remember what it was. I think it was an old Vine where somebody was talking about like true crime podcasts. Their legs were cut off. Their arms were cut off. Their heads were cut off. This is a really, it's kind of a freaky thing though, to be like on the first time you're playing, to be on your way up to Stormvale and then just to run into her and be like, all my friends are dead. Push me to the edge. All my friends are dead. And like all their limbs are getting stuck to some guy called the Spider. Like what the hell? That's one of the things I really like about Elden Ring, is that it has this presentation, at least at first, that's very, not like generic, but almost kind of generic, like high fantasy, you know? Like in a very well done way, but you're like, I've seen this before. Like I know what the deal is with this. You know, there's castles and knights and swords and, you know, armor and magic and all that kind of stuff and spells. Like, this is familiar, but then as you go through Limgrave, there's all this, like, weird, creepy shit that you kind of run into. And as you get closer to Stormvale, it's also, like, a little bit of, like, horror vibes, kind of, because you're hearing about all these people who are, like her and her story of like, wait, what's going on in this castle up here? Like, what do you mean there's a guy like grafting people's limbs to himself? And I think it does that throughout the game, where it will show you something that looks like something you've definitely seen before in like a fantasy game or a book or something like that, and then it really turns it on its head, or just gives you sort of a different kind of like perspective on it, you know? I like that a lot. And yeah, and then it kind of dips into crazy like cosmic horror stuff too, you know? Okay, this is a good farming spot for thin beast bones, I think. I think we're going to get a lot here. If they would drop them, come on. There we go. But all the stuff, like, all the little subversions that it does, they all still feel like they fit kind of within the universe of Elden Ring. None of them feel like they're sort of forced or like they don't belong, which I really appreciate that they're able, because that's a tough balancing act, you know? Like, it's one thing to, how come my things aren't working? Bone arrows. Use the bone arrows. Do I have to switch them and reattach them? What? Do they have to be in that slot to work? It's weird. Yeah, because it's one thing to, like, subvert expectations, and I remember, like, before Elden Ring came out, there had been leaks about, like, what, like, Raya Lucaria looked like, and what the, specifically, like, the boss arena in Raya Lucaria looked like, because it's got, like, the moon and all that stuff, and there were people saying, like, oh, the game's gonna take, like, a hard turn into, like, science fiction, you know, where it's like, oh, we'll have these, like, crashed alien spaceships and all this stuff, and that would have been interesting for, like, a hot second, but I like that it didn't go in that direction, And then it's like, no, this is just a... It's giving you a bunch of things that you have maybe seen before and that are familiar, but kind of putting a new twist on them. There we go. Oh, that was a mistake. There we go. Man, arrows are not great in this game. Ooh. This is dangerous. There we go. Alright, maybe some stuff we can sell. And we've got our first talisman. That's always a good feeling. Increasing effective range for our bow. I like that. Okay. So, I think now the question is... do we want to go for the serpent bow? I feel like yes. I feel like yes. That's probably still a good idea. And so I think what we have to do now is head over to Caelid. And I'm trying to think of... we'll just go there and we'll... I guess we'll fight Anastasia, maybe? Or not. I mean, we might just avoid her, because there's honestly nothing... I think you can get past without triggering her fight. Maybe? We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll give it the old college try. Ooh, Exalted Flesh is nice, though. Just more of a power boost. I don't know if it stacks with the other thing, though. The other buff that we have. Ooh, my absolute favorite weapon or spell. I mean, just in terms of the one that I use the most and have used the most, it's probably Carrion Retaliation. Just because I've put that on, I'm not joking, like every single build that I've made over the past few years playing this game, just because it's so useful and it's so helpful. But outside of that, like I'm a straight sword enjoyer. I love the straight sword. I'm gonna use the dagger for this just because I don't want to waste arrows, but that's fine because it's not doing damage. We're gonna help him. I love straight swords. I love the Lord Sworn straight sword. I love the move set. It's very, very versatile. You can put it on any build, and you'll find like a use case for it. Don't attack me, giant mosquito. Don't do it. Come on. We're almost there. There we go. Okay. We're back.
Well played, though that. Well, aye.
More Exalted Flesh. Alright. Perfect. And I think the nice thing about this build is that we don't have to kill him. Like, sometimes we do, because I want to get, like, the Warrior Jar Shard. Because it's just better to have that for, like, low-level invasions, and I don't want to go through the entire game just to get, like, you know, one talisman that's, like, pretty good, but it's like, is it worth spending, you know, 10 very focused hours trying to get to it? Probably not. Okay, this guy can sell us poison arrows, right? Or at least the book that we can get poison arrows from. Yes, poison bone arrow. Okay. We like that. We're gonna buy that. And we don't need to spend money on smithing stones, because we are just gonna use the serpent bow. Here we go. And I don't even know if I need to get quick step Just because, like, you can get, like, I will die in the cave, in Stillwater Cave. Like, that is going to happen. But I'm not really gonna lose much. Like, I can just hit a level up here, I guess. And it'll be fine. Let's see. Runes. Oh, wait, I just spent a bunch of runes. I can't level up. That's fine. We're chilling. We're big chilling. It's fine. We're not gonna bother fighting this guy either. We're gonna leave him alive. Because we don't need to do any of Garank's stuff, really. That's not super important. The music for the Tibia Mariners is so cool, though. Love it. I will fight these guys, though, because the fletched arrows, I think, are worth it. We like getting those. We like getting the flight pinions. Okay. I think if I stick to this side over here, I won't trigger her invasion, hopefully. Yeah, we're good. Okay. We're good. That's always such an annoying fight, but it's also like, you don't need to fight her, so I don't know why I always go through with it, like when I'm doing playthroughs. So what do we need to make... Oh, okay, here we go. Nice.
Forgive me to determine if you had. It seems torrent, whereas I'm in. There is, but I can take gathering. Very well.
Let's go. You used to be able to refuse that offer. She used to be like, come to the Round Table Hold, and you used to be able to tell her to take a hike. But they got rid of that at some point. I'm not sure why. Maybe because, like, there are certain ways that you could, like, soft lock yourself out of the Round Table Hold. I forget how that worked, but there was a way where it's like, if you said no and then did something or forgot to do something, then you just wouldn't be able to, like, get there. And so there were people early on who were doing, like, playthroughs where they were just, like, never accessing the Round Table Hold. Which I guess is not the worst thing in the world. Okay, poison bone arrows. We need thin beast bones and poison bloom. So we might be able to find some poison bloom around here. I don't know. Let's see. That's just a faded Erdleaf flower. Poison blooms are green, I think. Was that right? They're like purplish. Purplish reddish. I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled for that. These are all faded Erdleaf flowers. We do not need them. These dogs always freak me out. I don't like them. I don't want to be around them. I don't want them to be around me. Okay. So now, there's some stuff over here that we can do. There's a graveyard up here that we can loot, and we can get some stuff from them, as long as we don't trigger these dogs. I think there's like some not terrible runes up here, and some pretty easy enemies to avoid. Okay. Ooh, Golden Rune 6. See? That's worth it. And these guys are slow. They're not doing nothing. Okay. So then we go this way. Okay. My watch is telling me it's time to stand up. But I'm gaming. Tell me what to do. Okay. This part sucks. This part is difficult. So we're just gonna, you know... We're just gonna do our best. Because there's a weird, like, invisible wall around here, I think, that, like, pushes you off if you don't land correctly or something. Like, It's freaky. It is freaky. The geometry is a little, you know. Hoop. Okay, we did it. That's all we needed to do. All right. So now we just need to get through here. And we are going to die, but that's okay. We're going to get Scarlet Rot. Whoa! Dang. Oh, that killed me faster than expected. We can do it. 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 Oh. Go on here. Oh, we just can't, like, get... Okay. Okay. There we go. There we go. We are rotten. We are a rotten little man. We are a nasty little rotten man, but we're chilling. Here we go. Get it, get it, get it. Yes. There it is. Nailed it. No quick step needed. Pro gamer moment. Let's go. So now we can see, so we're at 113 right now. And then if we switch over to this, 65 plus 4 is 75 plus 6. Now we are rocking 126. So that's a definite upgrade there. And the firing speed is kind of slow, but I mean, if you jump and fire, it's pretty quick. So that's good. And we don't need to get our runes because it was just like 300 runes, so it's not that big of a deal. Okay. Now, I'm going to go farm... I'm going to go farm for some more arrows. Thin beast bones. We're going to do more of those. And then after that, who knows? Dealer's choice. Well, there's a lot of stuff to do in Limgrave. There's a lot of things that we can do. Ooh, look at that. Nice. Alright, I'm liking it. I'm liking this. I think it was a good choice. We're going to have so many arrows, we won't know what to do with ourselves. It's going to be crazy. And at some point, we will have lots and lots of runes, and we will be able to just buy arrows, but today is not that day. So for now, we just have to do this for a couple of minutes. It will not take long, I promise. Oh, there's a wolf up there. Alright, let's just clear out these final guys. That arrow's reach talisman is really nice. I feel like I'm missing way less. There we go. He says as he misses 30 shots in a row. Alright, sorry to all the dead wildlife, but on the upside, we can make 80 arrows. Look at that, we're up to 99 arrows. I feel like we could take on anything with that many arrows. What we should really do, though, is go get our first somber upgrade, because I think there's a somber smithing stone in the little Limgrave tunnel that we could run through, and then with that we could upgrade this, and we wouldn't have to spend any money to do it, which is nice. And then we could try to take on Margit, I guess. Like, that might be a little soon for that, but we could try it. We could give it a try. But let's run through the we'll run through the mine real quick and just get what we're looking for. I should grab this too, just so that it doesn't show up at every single thing for the rest of eternity. Let's get those flight pinions, baby. Let's go. I'm just going to collect as many of those as I can for... At some point, we're going to need to make better arrows. Right now, the damage is, like, fine, I guess. Like, it's not that big of a deal. But at some point, we're going to need to up our game a little bit. So with a +1 somber weapon, I feel like and if we're using Golden Vow, I feel like our damage for Margit should be fine. Like, it might be a little bit of a challenge, but I think it'll be okay. And we're going to be, like, at a distance, you know? So, it'll be easier. I think we have enough runes for a couple levels, too. We could put some stuff into health, you know, just to make sure that we can... like, actually tank, like, a hit from him. Because a no-hit Margit might be kind of difficult. Alright, here we go. I'm not even going to fight anybody. I'm just grabbing stuff. You know? We're just picking things up. I don't really even need the regular smithing stones right now, but... I feel like they're kind of nice to have still. You never know when you might need them. Here we go. Smell you later, losers. Okay, and I think the Somber Stone is down here, if I'm remembering correctly. Oh wow. Oh no, this is bad. Oh, this is bad. Oh my god. I'm a pro. 400 hours in the game. Remember that. I'm a professional. Okay. We can do this. We just need to mighty shot that dog. I think that's the play. Sneak up on him. Hit the mighty shot. Then we can deal with him afterwards. I'm going to send this back up. Okay. We're gonna get sneaky. Here we go. Okay. There we go. Ooh, the delayed attack. There we go. I think there's only 2 dogs down here. I think, he says as he approaches and triggers another dog attack. Did he duck that one? Okay. Let's see here. Maybe there isn't one down here. Maybe it's in another spot. I think it might be right next to the boss room, potentially. But, you know, we still got some runes. This guy's got flintstone scrap. That is not worth anything to me. Okay. We'll go back up here. We'll check out the little secret passage. Going from... I know they're 2 completely different games, but going from Skyrim to this really just kind of reminds me of how bad Skyrim's dungeons are. You know? Like, this is the very first, like, little cave dungeon area that most people will see in Elden Ring, and it's so good. Like, it teaches you so many things about the game. You know, there's a little hidden passageways that you can go through. There's surprise attacks, like it teaches you to explore things, and that there's gonna be stuff that's hidden that you will miss if you're not looking for it. And then in Skyrim, it's like a tube, you know? It's like, here's your tube. Go check out your tube, you know? And it's just like a hallway, and you just walk through the hallway, and you fight some bandits, and then you're done. And I don't have any problem with, like, linear games, you know? Like, that's fine. But there's just so much more you can do. There's so much more stuff you can do with, like, an introductory dungeon like that. And I feel like this is... Elden Ring is a great example of, like, what you can do when you're trying to do something. Where is that Somber Stone? It might be... up here? Oh, I see it. I see it. Okay. Don't die. Don't die, don't choke. Perfect. Okay, I would like to get out of here without losing my runes. So, I'm not going to fight the boss. We're not going to do that. Although, I don't know. Maybe we could. Should we fight the boss? Should we fight the troll? We have an unupgraded bow. And we've already lost a little bit of health. I'm gonna fight him. I'm gonna do it. Let's go. We'll do our little damage buff thing. You know, we'll have fun with it. Here we go. Okay, that's not terrible. Shit. Oh no. Okay. I think we just respawn right outside the thing, right? I think we do. We gotta run through here. That's fine. It's okay. Well, now we have to beat him because we have to get our runes back, so we're just gonna go for it. And here we go. What is this? Oh. Not much. Okay. We're gonna buff before we get in there, and then we're gonna try and pull off a mighty shot as soon as we get in. And we'll see how much damage we do. Alright, here we go. Okay. Not bad. Woo. Oh no! Okay, we're getting close. We're getting close. We'll figure it out. Bow only is it's absolutely worth trying, you know. I think that it's weird. Like bows in Souls games have always been kind of strange weapons, and they're not super duper powerful. But they're weird to use, but they can be a lot of fun. So I'd say it's definitely, especially if you've never tried it before, it's worth it to just kind of give it a try, you know? This is my first time trying it, though, so we'll see what happens. Okay, here we go. I think we can get 2 off. Yes, okay. And we can get another one. Nice. Was that greedy? No, we're good. Okay. I think the key is to go through the legs. Okay. We got him dialed in now. We go through the legs. Oh, I rolled right into the damage. Azul is back. Okay, I'm gonna keep it real with you, chat. We're leaving. I'm not sticking around to fight this guy. We got other stuff to do. We have some upgrades to make. And I'm okay with losing 400 runes. I can live with that. I can stomach that. Here we go. Alright, let's go and upgrade our weapon if we can. We can. We've got stuff. We've got runes. I can pop some runes. How much does this cost?
You're a new face. No matter. Lay out your own.
Alright, Hugh. For this we need 240. Eric, what's up? How's it going? Okay, 400. Well, we'll just use this.
Back already. No matter.
Infomercial, have you considered doing audiobooks? It's funny that you mentioned that because I have actually recorded audiobooks as kind of like a little side hustle for myself in the past. I haven't done one in the past few months, but when people self-publish books on Amazon, they can like tick a box that basically says, I would like someone, like I'll pay someone to produce an audiobook of what I just wrote. And it goes up on this big database called ACX, and so you can just browse and see like, this is everything that's open. Like a couple months ago that was basically just like a book about like business and networking. So, you know, it was fun. You get a little payday out of it. It's nice. So I definitely have done that before. It's not something that I've looked into doing more of recently, just because like the time it takes to make. But if I found something interesting, I would definitely be up for checking it out again. Okay, what do we have for actual runes here? At 2,000, 12. Let's just pop all these and see how many levels we can get. And then I have a bunch of stuff that I can sell to Hugh as well. Because I think the main thing right now is like I am too squishy. We need more health. The bandit is nice because they start off with like a very high arcane skill. So if you're doing stat build-up stuff, it can be very useful, but not a whole lot of health. Okay, that's good. 15 vigor. Feels a lot nicer. And then I don't think there's any reason that we can't wear better armor, too. I mean, not that it, like, matters a ton, but there's some, like, damage negation that we could do. Let's see. Let's just run up to Margit and let's just do a little damage test, and we'll see how it feels. We'll check it out. We got 74 arrows. That should be more than enough if we luck into taking them down first try. Great. If not, we'll at least know if our damage is kind of in the right range. It ain't right calling players that don't level their vigor Viglets. Yeah, you gotta level your vigor. In previous games there were some viable, like, glass cannon builds where it's like you just cannot fit, like, health onto this build, you know? Like, it's not something that's gonna fit here, but you can do a lot of damage if you just keep your health low and you just don't get shot. But in Elden Ring, it's just such a massive game that even if you're doing low-level invasions, like, you can get to 40 vigor, you know? Like, on a super low-level invader. Using talismans, using flasks, stuff like that. So there's no reason, I would say, to ever do invasions beneath that threshold of 40 vigor, you know? Because it's like, you're just kind of handicapping yourself at that point. Okay. A mighty shot with that is not a ton, but okay. Oh. Okay, I need to heal. We're doing okay damage. Like, it's not great, but it's fine. I'm seeing the openings. Okay. Oh. You can have 40 vigor at level 25. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you really don't put points into anything else, and you're just like, I have the stats I need to wield my weapons, then yeah, you can do it.
Warrior blood must truly run in thy veins. Tarnished.
My buff wore off. I gotta rebuff. But I also have to drink my blue Kool-Aid. Gotta drink my blue juice. Okay, we're back. This is risky. This definitely makes Margit, I don't want to curse myself here and say easier, but I mean his whole thing is basically like, he will stun lock you if you are, like, up too close to him. And if you can keep your distance a little bit, it's not terrible. Oh, okay. I gotta actually start doing damage to him again. There we go. My buff wore off, too. There we go. Drink right in his face. Oh, that was a mistake. Okay. There we go. Okay, we're chipping away at him. Get a big chunk here. We just can't get greedy. Oh no, I got greedy. Okay, this one's safe, maybe? Okay, I think we got him. First try, look at that. First try bow only Margit. That's nice, that feels good.
I shall remember thee.
Okay.
Smoldering with thy meager flame.
GG. Let's go.
In fear of the night, the hands of the fell omen shall brook thee no quarter.
That's a line that I think never got an actual explanation in the game. The hands of the fell omen shall brook thee no quarter. And I know it's tied to cut content, where like the Night Riders, you know, the ring wraiths looking guys would be like pursuing you across the map, and they were tied to Margit. But the word fell, yeah, the Knight's Cavalry. The word fell is also associated with the fire giants, though. There's something about the fell god, flame of the fell god. And I always thought that was interesting. Like, it's probably just a cut content weirdness thing like you see in all these games. But yeah, like what's going on? Is there a connection between Margit and like the fire giants? All right, I'm gonna level up, and then I think we're gonna end it there because I want to go eat lunch. So let's just dump it all. We're gonna dump it all into vigor. That's nice. All right, now we actually have a health bar. Look at us go. What will I eat for lunch, Master Chief 394? Probably a sandwich. I'm thinking I'm gonna make myself a big ol' sandwich. That's the goal. That's the plan. All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna peace out, and I will see you later.